lovely people. It's so good to be back here again. Thank you so much for being here. And you know how we do it right here. We give you trending, exciting, reliable and authentic happenings in Nigeria and more. And guess what? IYAMU was actually, his case was adjourned yesterday after he went to court. But you know what is going on? The court has been urged to disqualify IYAMU as APC candidate. But why? Like Nigeria will say, but why? So that is the question at the moment. And who are these people that are going to court again and urging the court to, disqualify IYAMU for the EDO election? Anyway, these and many more I'll be bringing to you shortly. But before then, you know how we do it right here. If you haven't subscribed, ensure you hit the subscribe button. If you're new to this channel, you are welcome. Please subscribe to this channel because we give you trending and exciting happenings and report here. Okay guys, don't forget to give this video a thumbs up. Yes, your thumbs up is very important as it makes us know that you are here and with us. All right, let us dive right into the details of this report. The Federal High Court in Abuja has been urged to disqualify Osage IYAMU as the candidate of the All Progressive Congress APC in the Edo State governorship election scheduled for the September 19, 2020 poll. The request is contained in a suit by the National Rescue Movement (NRM) and its candidate for the election, Stevie Nash Ozono. Named as defendants are the Independent National Electoral Commission (INEC), APC IZE and Gani Audu. The plaintiffs are contending that by virtue of Section 177, subsection C of the 1999 Constitution as amended, Section 31 and 153 of the Electoral Act and the guidelines for the submission of the candidates of the political parties issued by INEC, it is only the political party's national chairman and the national secretary who sign a letter forwarding names of the party's candidates to INEC. The plaintiff, however, contended that it was Yobe State Governor Mai Mala Buni and John Akpan Udege. The plaintiffs, however, contended that it was Yobe State Governor Mai Mala Buni and John Akpan Udo-Edege, the national chairman of the Caretaker and Extraordinary Convention Committee, and the national secretary of the Caretaker and Extraordinary Convention Committee, who signed the letter conveying the names of Osage IYAMU and Gani Audu to the INEC as APC governorship candidates and running mate respectively for the forthcoming Edo State governorship election. National Rescue Movement and Ozono asked the court to determine whether, after due construction of Section 183, 222A and 223 of the 1999 Constitution, INEC can lawfully deem the list of the candidates of the APC for the Edo State gubernatorial elections to be held on September 19, 2020 and has been submitted to it by virtue of the letter dated 29 June 2020 signed by John Akpan Udo-Edege and Mai Mala Buni, when the said letter was signed by John Akpan Udo-Edege, who is not a member of the APC. They told the court that, as a matter of fact, John Akpan Udo-Edege was expelled from the APC in 2017. The plaintiffs asked the court to declare the APC has no candidates for the Edo State gubernatorial election to be held on September 19, 2020 by virtue of the non-submissions of a list of candidates before the deadline of 29th of June 2020. They urged the court to make an order voiding the decision of INEC to include APC, Osage IYAMU and Gani Audu as the candidates in the gubernatorial elections pertaining to Edo State to be held on September 19, 2020. An order disqualifying the second and fourth defendants and candidates in the gubernatorial election pertaining to Edo State to be held on September 19, 2020. An order nullifying the participation of the second to fourth defendants where the said election has already been conducted. The plaintiff attached a 30-paragraph of the affidavit deposed by Prince Chinedu Obi, the National Publicity Secretary of the National Rescue Movement, to their suit. They averred that the person who signed as the said letter as the national chairman of the Caretaker and Extraordinary Convention Committee is the governor of Yobe State, which is one of the states of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. that the said national chairman of the Caretaker and Extraordinary Convention Committee, who is Mai Malabuni, was elected the governor of Yobe State in 2019 and still occupies that office till date. That the office of national chairman of a committee described as the Caretaker or Extraordinary Convention Committee is not the same as the office of the national chairman of the second defendant. That Mai Malabuni is the governor of Yobe State and is prohibited by the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria from occupying any other executive office whatsoever, and the said prohibition is applicable to any executive office of the second defendant. That the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria prohibits Mai Malabuni from acting as a national officer of the second defendant while also occupying the office of governor of Yobe State. That John Akpan Udo Edege also signed the said letter dated 29 June 2020 as the National Secretary of a committee described as Caretaker and Extraordinary Convention Committee. Described as a Caretaker and Extraordinary Convention Committee is not the same as the office of National Secretary of the second defendant. That there are many committees established by various political parties, including the second defendant, and the executives of these committees are different from the office of the national chairman and national secretary of the political parties. That John Akpan Udo Edege is not a member of the second defendant, having been expelled by the second defendant in 2017. That the plaintiffs complied with the provisions of the Constitution, Electoral Acts and guidelines for the nomination of candidates issued by the first defendant, and there is no justification for the first defendant to suspend the application of this law to the second to fourth defendants. So, my dear people, you've heard it again. Like I would say, that you know that I have always envisaged that there will be opera and people will want to come out to say, hey, it's not qualified for this reason and for that reason. And they are beginning to come out, especially a party that is not settled. Like I said, he is in a party that is not settled now, and that is not working for him, because so many people are taking the party to court that are also members of the party. If you look critically well, these said people that are still sending the party caretaker committee and others to court, you would notice that these are also members of the same party that perhaps have left or are still even in the party. So there's so much that is against the APC, and I don't know if I would say that is against IYAMU as well, because they've been trying to work so many modalities out that is still not working, and there's still so much problem. But all the same, the court has adjourned this case till October, and I guess that will stand. But this court case that they are bringing forward now is also valid, because of course they said any political party could have any other committee, but it's not the same as that of the national chairman and that of the national secretary. Like what happened in the same Edo State when they first sent their letters to INEC. INEC rejected it because it said that it was only the signature of the secretary that was in that paper that was sent to them, that of the chairman has to be also. And that was when they were having a fight of who becomes the national chairman of the party. And the acting chairman, after Oshomola was suspended, was the one who signed, and it was accepted. But this time around, why they sent the name of their candidate, it was found that it was the caretaker committee chairman that signed and the national secretary. And now they are sending it back to court that is wrong of any party to do, to have sent, a caretaker committee chairman to sign on behalf of the national chairman. That those two positions are not the same, and they back it up with the Constitution of Nigeria. So you should understand that this thing is really serious. It's not something to be taken for granted, except they understand some of these things amongst themselves in the party. But I am not a politician, and I am not interested to being one. So how politicians run their things and how this party thing go about. So definitely they will always have a way of getting things done quickly, and that has to be done quickly because of course the candidate will want to concentrate on his campaign and winning election. So all of these court cases are a drawback for him. So the party should look critically and think of a way out that would not have any form of drawback for their candidate. So guys, you've heard it all. Whatever you have to say about this will be waiting for you in the comment section. Endeavor you drop it back right here because it is the best time to do so. And of course, if you haven't subscribed, please hit the subscribe button and don't forget to give this video a thumbs up. We need your thumbs up, guys. So thank you for being here. I really appreciate your time here so far. Do have a pleasant time. Bye for now.